Welcome to the first ever FoodFellas Podcast. I'm Dub. We got Nick, Ange, and Nectro. Nectro? Is that how we're going to say it?
Nectro.
That's it, mate.
That's his name.
Nectorious?
Also known as Nectorious Papi online.
Also, he's an OG known as
But that's not my government name, guys.
If you're an OG known as deficit in calories for those.
Oh, yeah. If you're a real one.
That have been around for a long
Deficit in
time.
calories. Long
before
story.
your TikTok account was removed, but that's the story for another day.
Yeah.
What made us all pick up a camera and one day be like, you know what, I'm going to post myself eating food? Because when you say it out loud, you're kind of like, what the hell? But why did we all get here for?
I think for me, it was a thing during COVID. Like, I wanted something to do in my spare time whilst I was working. I was eating lunch as well, too, at the same time. And I thought to myself, why don't I just film myself eating? And look where it blew up.
Ate like how much Macca's? I remember that video.
Didn't you have like 20 burgers in one video?
There was about 20 burgers, chicken Big Mac. It ended up getting like 17 million views. I woke up one morning and it was insane.
That song in the back.
Yeah, I can't remember. Was it Monkeys Spinning or something?
No, it wasn't that. It was the other one. It was another
Like a
one.
Mario Brothers one.
Yeah, Mario, I think. Yeah.
Mario sound made it go viral, but it was just crazy. And now we sit back and we look at it and we're like, well, we all eat food and review it, and here we are, and it's taken off to a whole nother level. So it's
pinned on your page, so people can go check that out.
pinned on my page. You can check it out.
Yeah.
AngeEats on TikTok. The number one video, I think, is with the highest views at the moment. So that's my background. It's pretty simple. If you think about it, how would you're just filming yourself eating lunch, and it's just kind of ridiculous, really. But
you know
people love it.
What you just said, simple, but it's good. It's like, it's just you
good
being
content,
you, man. Like, it's you
100%.
being authentic. It's you being yourself.
That's
and like
right.
what we're saying, like, I was thinking to myself, like, in a place where everyone's trying to come for clout, chasing, money and stuff like that, like, it's so nice to have a group of people here that are just genuine and just genuinely love
People
food.
love the genuine.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
You got to be genuine.
Nectro?
My page started off a little bit different, so it was more of an accountability piece. Didn't really chase followers or anything like that. It was more about comparing low-calorie meals and creating recipes that are more low-calorie, so like a quarter pounder but half the calories.
I remember those, man.
Yeah, so it was
videos.
more of that sort of page. I was actually really camera shy. But then I'm like, I feel like that market's saturated and you can get like heaps of pages that show you low-calorie meals, and it started becoming boring to me. And I've always been a sucker for great marketing, so like I get tingles when I go into Coles and I see that pink sticker where it says new.
Run, don't walk.
Or Woolies with the green sticker. So anything that's new, I love finding new shit. And then I've just started posting that more than the recipes and things like that.
And look where you are now. It's kind of taken off.
And I find it more fun.
Enjoyable. You enjoy it, and that's like for all of us. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's
all
actually
enjoy
fun
it,
for me.
You can put up like a 30-second video of showing new items at Woolies with a viral sound, and you'll hit 200,000 views, and that's your niche, and that's what you do well. So
I go crazy with that stuff. Like once I was at home with just me and the kids, because I got 2 kids, and I found it was probably you, Nick. You probably posted that he found something at Coles. And I'm like, how am I meant to go and grab this thing now? Because the wife's not going to be home for ages. So I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, you're going to have to come watch the kids. I need to go to Coles. So anything new I'll go crazy for. I love finding it. It's a thrill. What about you, Nick? Tell us, you've been around.
All right, so people think I'm this very confident person, and like I've always been the way I am. I started this page because of one, accountability. Like I was so scared of food and so scared of calories because of like a drastic weight loss, and I wouldn't go out and eat. And I was in America one day and I was like, I'm just going to start posting something every single day. So I have to try something new. And when it came to talking, I could not talk at all. Like if I saw a female in front of me, I was getting shaken, man. Shaking my boots. I could not even talk to a girl. I swear I could not even talk. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put myself out there. I'm just going to do it. And whatever it is, it is. And like, just started doing it. Started posting, and it just gained traction and stuff like that. And I think this is just my interpretation of my own journey. I think people have loved the transformation of like going from this person that was like a bit shy to then throwing stuff off a balcony, like just some outrageous stuff, man. And people were saying like, did you plan the balcony? Did you plan the slut drop and stuff like that? I'm just like, nah, like, I don't know what it is that goes on inside me, but it just happens. Like one day I ate something so good, I was like, I need a slut drop.
Yeah.
And I slut dropped and people were just like, oh my God, slut drop rating. I've eaten stuff so bad before.
Which I missed, by the way. You haven't done them in ages.
Yeah. 30 years old, my hips are getting a bit tight.
Bring back the slut drop.
Hips are getting a bit tight. People always ask me like, oh, why do you do car reviews and stuff like that for? Like, what happened? So story for the podcast, right? Back in Brisbane, I started doing reviews in my apartment, and
Didn't you sit on the floor though?
yeah, it was on the floor,
With
but I
your
had a
mirror behind you or
mirror. I had a
something.
mirror I could slot drop,
And I
right?
remember you used to have like an M&M thing in the background.
Yeah, the
I'm like,
toy.
I want that.
Yeah, right. And then someone started taking photos outside my house of my building every day, being like, I know where you live. Like, and just every single day, it'd been like day 2 of trying to get Nick's attention. And I could not take photos in my house anymore because people get a bit too excited. I won't say stalker, just a bit too excited. But yeah, it was just more like to transform myself. And I think that's what people love. Like, gone on a journey of like transforming from being that person to now not being a bit more tame, but like just being a bit more like business orientated for me.
Yeah.
With chocolate and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's the thing with all of us. Like, we're not going on journeys of like trying to make as much money as we can or trying to get paid promotions or clout. We're all in some sort of way here, all transformed like our own characters, like
we're
who
all
we are as a
invested as
person,
well too. We
right?
all love
and
it.
people love that, you know? And
And people can resonate with how genuine we are.
absolutely. And like, you know, going to this podcast, like the 4 of us came together because of like how we are. Like, we all aligned with our values, morals and stuff like that. And, you know, in an industry where I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say it's definitely full of egos and stuff like that. Like, I've been to events before where people will literally stand there in the corner because you haven't got this many followers or you don't like their post, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like we've cut through that crap. And I've formed 3 great friendships here with people that are on the same level as me. And to me, that's winning for Instagram for me, out of my Instagram.
That's basically why I started. Like, man, I used to consume a lot of content. I hated seeing all this fake stuff. Like, everyone was just being fake and not like real. And I was like, man, I love food. And all my friends used to say, you love food when you start posting stuff. And it's sort of the same as Ange. Like, COVID happened and I couldn't, you know.
100%, yeah. You need something to do with your time.
Something to do. So I just started filming myself.
And everyone's got to eat.
That's it, man. And like, I just started filming myself and I enjoyed it, you know, and everyone was loving it. And like, I always stay true to myself. I'm like, I want to review food that I love and I want to be real. Like, people would always eat something and then they just like, you could just see that they were lying. Like, they didn't enjoy it. Like, they took a bite. Like, oh, this is really good, man. Like, that's such a lie. Like, there's no thrill in your face. Like,
But you know what's beautiful? Like, the 4 of us in here at some point have all eaten the same product, right? All eaten the same thing, same ingredients, whatever. But you'll get 4 different viewpoints and 4 different executions of that product. And I'll watch each person's review here because it'd be different to mine.
everyone enjoys something different about things as well. Like, you might enjoy like the crunch of something, or, you know, like, we all enjoy different things about it. So that's why like, it's enjoyable watching everyone's content and how we like different things, you know.
Well, do you know how many times I've put a review up and I'm like, this is awesome, blah, 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 whatever. And then people will send me Nick's videos that he hasn't agreed with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that's Nick's point of view. Like, we're not always going to agree. And that's what the beauty of it all
I'll
is.
have people approach me and they'll be like, oh, but Nick said it was like this. And I'm like, well, that's his opinion and this is mine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we can all have our own opinions and that's why we get along so well together.
I think it comes with the maturity thing as well. Like, I'll be honest with you, right? A couple of years ago, it was like, this is good, right? Anything else is wrong. Like, this is how it is.
Yeah.
What I might hate, you're going to love, right? No one's wrong. It's just different opinions.
right.
And that's why,
man.
as well, sometimes I'm also going to say it becomes a bit of a toxic environment in Instagram because it's like, this person's opinion is king. Everybody else's is wrong.
Dude, even
We all
TikTok
know about
is coming
that.
like that at the moment.
It's wrong.
All the comments.
Now, no one's wrong, right? I'm not saying if you do paid collabs and you're saying it's good for that, you're wrong. But there shouldn't be this whole like, oh, I'm going to watch this person because they review it better or their opinions were. No one's actually wrong. Like, it's based on your own taste buds.
If you actually love, like, if you have a passion for food, you're going to be able to enjoy everyone's content. You know what I mean? Like, if you really love food, like, you're going to enjoy everyone's take on it and not just be caught up in the, oh, this person reviewed it like this. They liked, you know, like, if you enjoy food, you're going to take people's opinion on and be like, oh, I can see that's actually going to be good. I'm going to go try it myself.
Absolutely.
You know?
And like, I don't know about you guys, but there's been points in my Instagram journey where the page went downwards, right? Where my page went up to 107, whatever, and then it went down to like 102, right? If you don't love what you do, I should have quit it back
that's it.
then,
You're
right?
gonna be
My
at the
followers
bottom.
like,
100%.
I still kept posting,
Yeah.
still kept doing it, not for the followers and stuff like that, because of my passion.
Yeah.
And that's
you
why
have
I'm
the
a big
passion,
believer that like, if you're passionate about what you do, you'll go so far compared to whether you're just in it for statistic
That's right.
numbers and stuff like
15
that.
minutes
Not
of
at all,
fame.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Look, let's be honest. It feels good that people engage with your content, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's not about, oh, I got like 1 million views on this video and I gained 1,000 followers, whatever. Like, I wouldn't be doing it if it was
Yeah.
that.
It's more just a reward at the end of the day. It's like, oh,
Yeah, it's just,
that was actually
popped
nice.
off a little bit. That was good. Yeah,
like thanks. But at the end of the day, when we're doing it for the passion, like we don't get caught up in the numbers, and we're just like,
No,
Yeah, we
I
don't.
just enjoy processes. And look, at the end of the day, sometimes I think like, man, 1,000 people like this. That's 1,000 different people that have liked or seen this.
Yeah.
That's still crazy to think of. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of people I feel that follow us genuinely feel that there's a friendship there, like an online friendship.
Yeah.
Because they're constantly engaging, commenting.
But it goes back to that whole genuine piece as well too. Like people can relate to
people
us.
think you're a friend.
Yeah,
That's why,
that's
because
right.
we're genuine. I
Yeah.
feel like people just think, oh, I can actually ask them like, where should I go for lunch today? You know, like
Absolutely. And like, you know,
Where should we go for dinner? I'm starving.
We tried to grab that Kerwin Frost box, but that didn't happen.
I feel like from my perspective here, like out of this podcast, I'd like to understand you guys a bit better. Like, I want to know how you do this with 2 kids, man. It's easy for me to do. I've got no commitments.
Honestly, guys, with me,
Same with you. How do you do this with girlfriend? Like, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Because, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this in like in a bad way, but like, how do you do
time
it juggling like
management.
2 jobs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly,
it's easy to do this when you've got no commitments, nothing to do. Like,
yeah.
how do you juggle this? I think people out there who might struggle with, you know, time management in their own own life might actually look at you guys and be like, hey, this guy's even more relatable now.
That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing though, time management, really. Like, you know, like I don't know about you, like I don't have kids, obviously, like I'm single as well,
Yeah.
but you know, time management is the
Maybe
biggest
say
thing.
it just a bit louder.
Guys, Doug's single. Anyone want to hit him up? He's single. Shoot him a DM. I think it's, what is it? DubEatsEverything on Instagram.
Yeah, DubEatsEverything, yeah.
for mine, guys, it's never hardly ever planned. Like, for example, this morning I was driving and someone messaged me Cherry Prime, whatever it's called.
Cherry
Is-
Freeze.
Cherry Freeze
Freeze,
is
yeah,
out.
Freeze.
Freeze, sorry.
They got rid of
But it is
cherry
Is
for
out.
some
I was
reason.
literally just driving past the 7-Eleven like
Thought you'd pull
2
in.
minutes ago.
Pulled in.
Did a
You cut everyone
U-turn
off on the road.
Yeah.
put a full
Yeah,
tank
yeah.
of petrol while I'm there, and did a video of it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes if I know
But it
that
doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes
no,
you
not
won't find
always.
it. So
But if I know like there's a new product at Coles or Woolies, I will fit it in before
Can I
work
ask you a question?
or on my lunch break.
Are you always like waiting at the front of the store before it opens?
Yeah, literally.
Because I feel like every time,
Literally.
10 a.m., bro.
not
He's got
even,
it.
No,
Not
7
even.
a.m.
in the morning, this guy,
Not
he puts a
even.
video
That's
up.
Honestly, no.
I'm like, how do you do it?
If I check the app
Yeah.
and if it's in stock, mate, I'm there before
Yeah.
work or on my lunch break or
Yeah.
after work. But yeah, I don't always plan my content, and you
got
can
your lunch
tell.
break too.
Yeah, I got my lunch break or on the way home.
And a lot
Just
of people
depends.
ask me, why are you always in your car? Like the hot cross
Yeah.
bun video that I did, they're like you went inside, put it in the microwave.
funny, huh?
and
And
went
you had a plate.
Yeah,
it
that's
back
because I
out to
got
your
2 noisy kids at home.
Yeah.
Like, so it's the car's
Yeah.
easier for me.
Yeah.
100%.
When they're not home, I would obviously do it.
See, I'm known for
Hello.
the car. When I step out of the car, people are like, why aren't you in the car? I don't box
See,
into
for me, I
this.
find the car's just a bad angle.
It's
Like,
a very bad
it's-
angle.
it's
but
so
Originally,
bad.
I thought that, and then I got used to it, and I found a good
Yeah.
angle somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I actually don't look that
Yeah.
bad.
I reckon I think I did my second video last night in the car and I played it back before I posted it. And I'm like, this angle is so bad.
Nah.
Still
Nah, I don't
posted
like
it
the
though,
angle
but
either,
nah, you got to do
you
what
gotta
you
make
gotta
it
do.
work.
Yeah.
But actually, funny that you say that because I was going to say as well, like, I started with a camera. My phone sits on a steering wheel at a weird angle,
Yeah.
right? And some people go out and buy these expensive cameras,
Yeah,
these
bro.
sets up,
Yeah.
right? You've just got to
Gimbals.
And that's all good and well.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
bad,
but not for me.
you need to like just jump on there, like
biggest thing
start
is just-
posting.
100%.
The biggest thing is just getting the content.
Start
That's it. That's
posting,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Make it as
Because-
easy as you can for yourself. at the end of the
Absolutely,
day.
and it doesn't. You don't need a whole production or anything like that.
Nah,
Like, just
nah.
be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post right,
That's
and
right.
then
It makes it more genuine as well too. It's not fancy or anything. It's raw footage.
Well, last time you were giving me shit for holding my camera and recording.
because you're always in
You're
the
like,
car.
at
You're like,
at
let me get
least
the
put it
prop.
on a steering
It's
wheel.
like this, and you're
yeah,
like,
right, these guys.
Yeah, a
these
lot of-
guys-
The angle is the better
A
angle.
lot of
that's
my
the thing.
videos are very close up because I'm holding the camera.
how
like this.
far is your car seat to your steering wheel? That's what I want to know.
I'll go
It's
as
like you're
back,
sandwiched in.
I'll go as back as possible, but
See, I bought a mount because I'm like, nah, I need the
Yeah.
good
Oh,
angle.
fine, yeah.
Because
oh, maybe I
I'm
should
like,
do that.
And a
it's like
microphone.
further as closest to the like windshield. Because otherwise, like you, I'm gonna think, oh, I look like a
Yeah.
peanut or something. You know?
See, I got in my glove box. I got a towel for my lap. I got I got a full setup.
A
People always
spoon?
like,
What
oh,
else
where
you
does
got?
where does all the crumbs go? I got a box and a napkin on my lap.
carry
Collects
everything with you?
Collects
Ready to
everything.
go?
I've got wipes And
I got wipes on deck all the time.
yeah,
bro.
always.
Have to.
Spoons, forks.
I need to lift my car setup.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I need to lift
can
my
you
car
imagine
game.
what's under there?
And then what are you going to do? Touch
Cockroaches.
your car all greasy and stuff? You need the wet wipes,
You need something. That's why I just love bringing it home straight to the kitchen bench and filming it.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for me.
And that's your thing now.
Yeah.
That's your background. Yeah.
Because, bro, sometimes you go through the drive-thru, they don't even give you napkins, man.
100%.
And then what do you
It's
do?
the worst.
You got to
It's
use the paper
worst.
bag.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I feel like this is like in itself explaining why we started this podcast. Like it's a group of just 4 blokes turning on a microphone and just talking about like what we enjoy. And like you can see now, like we'll be honest with you guys. We came out and we planned this. Like we had a run sheet of what we do.
This has been in the
And
making
this
for how
has
long?
Gone off
So many
like
months now?
This has gone off what we planned with just us talking and like it
It's
just
like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
We planned this, and now it's
We all-
finally,
we
we
all
finally
6
got it.
months, surely
Nah,
not.
bro.
Nah,
It was like October,
serious.
man.
October last year, we were sitting at the front of college dropout in
Yeah.
Ivanhoe, the 4 of us, and we were toying with the idea. And then
Well, we spoke for like how long? 4 hours?
4 hours, and we thought, why not? Let's do a
put it
potty.
there, yeah.
And then now,
I'd like to take credit.
who's taking credit? You take credit.
we are going to ask. I'm just going to quickly
Okay.
ask you guys in the comments below in the questions, wherever you want to put it.
In the
comment box.
What do you want to see? Who do you want to see? What topics do you want? Do you guys? We want to go with the
Yeah,
angle.
we're
of-
rolling with the punches. We want to see
Yeah.
what you
Yeah,
want.
We want to know what you want.
We just
wanna-
love food.
We want to highlight businesses that are doing well and like people
For
that
sure.
may not, because there's people on Instagram that are obviously in the spotlight because they're big following and stuff like that. Then you've got businesses out there that are absolutely killing it, and the owner you wouldn't even know. Like they're just
Yeah.
flying on the radar.
Yeah.
I want to hit those businesses because those people out there are, people that I look up to. The ones that are just like doing it under the radar. So if you guys want stuff like that, if you guys want to talk about food, any topics, let us know.
We're open.
That's the angle we're going for. Like,
Yeah, if there's a guest that you want, let us know. Like,
Yeah.
because
We'll get 'em.
we'll have them on. Yeah,
Even-
we'll do everything in our power to get them
I
on.
mean, not Kanye West or something.
We could probably get pretty
well, yeah, you
close.
got it within reason.
We could probably get pretty close
Mark's
to
probably
Kanye.
the closest to Kanye.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, well, she's from Ivanhoe, isn't she? The missus?
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, well.
even someone wants to pop on the podcast and
Yeah.
talk about their angle of
Yeah.
like, why do you watch food
Yeah.
reviews? Because it's good to hear from people that watch us because we
Yeah.
don't ever get that side
The
of
thing is, like, everyone loves food. Like, at the end of the day, food is something you have to, like, you eat
You
to
need
live.
consume,
Yeah. So
100%.
at the end of the day, people you're going to have on is going to be like, everyone's going to have a different story through food,
Yeah.
which is an interesting topic. You
It's
know?
basically if you enjoy following either one of us individually or all of us collectively, that's what the podcast is about. It's just all our pages kind of gelling into one.
That's it, man.
That's what the podcast will be about. And just we'll have some special guests on there. We'll be trying some really weird food possibly. But like Nick said, let us know what you guys want to see.
Moving on from like with our stories,
We need
like
to talk about our topic of the week.
topic of the week. All right, this has been going a bit
We've been
back and forth. topic of the week.
we've been talking about this for a while now and trying to work on what our topic is, but I think this has probably hit a bit. It's hit pretty hard home to you, Dub. You're a bit of a sort of a collectibles guy.
Well, yeah, I collect a lot of stuff, I'm big on wrestling. I collect a lot of wrestling figures. But
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I was always a Happy Meal guy too. Like, as a kid, you always just wanted to go have the Happy Meal, so.
But are we too old for a Happy Meal? That's what I reckon. That's the big picture item.
You're never too old for a toy with your food, like.
I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I do.
it's fun,
Yeah.
man.
And I think they've done a good job with it for those nostalgic collectors and people that love collecting stuff. And I know it's probably not a new menu item, but they've sort of combined their most loved items with a toy and made you get out there and collect them all, which has been great. And I think all the results have been great. People have been getting out there. We've been seeing the footage on TikTok. It's literally gone insane. I know your video's exploded. Mine's done well. You've had a good video. Or no, Nick, you didn't do it, did you?
No, but I was going to say, right? I was going to say, power to their marketing because, like I said, no idea who Kerwin Frost is, no care, but I still know about it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
whether you don't want to know about it, you still will know about it. And going on that, look at the Coles pizza shapes, right? And the burger sauce hot response. Total garbage. But so many people are talking about it. Like,
I didn't
they got
mind those
marketing-
pizza shaped
I
ones.
liked
though.
it.
But they got everyone
I
to
liked
buy
it.
it.
They got everyone to buy it. And the marketing and stuff like that, it's great, like brand awareness, great marketing and stuff like that. And I think that's what brands in Australia are kind of missing, and
I feel like Coles do it for it. Like they'll bring out the savoury for shock value, and then they'll bring an actual decent sweet
Yeah.
one.
going back
And-
to the
and
box,
they smashed it.
That's all right.
I got off
All
topic.
good.
I think
You got sidetracked.
I think you know, it's just a feel good factor.
Yeah.
You know, world's shit at the moment.
Yeah.
Everything
Like-
costs so much.
But as
People
a
are
kid,
hurting. Like, it's just a bit of fun.
It makes you feel good. Like you got the golden nugget, and I'll let you talk about that. But how good did you feel when you found
bro,
it?
I mean, you saw my reaction.
Yeah.
Like, I was like a kid in a candy store, man.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I couldn't believe it. Like,
Yeah,
I
That's
pulled
like
it
what,
open.
1 in 7 chance or something. Of
I
getting
don't know
it?
what it is. It's like, I don't know. Someone said, I can't remember. It's like 1 in 150 or I don't know.
Is it really?
Anyway.
Wow.
And like they didn't advertise the golden nugget, so I wasn't sure. Like, because in the US they got it
Hang on,
early.
hold on a sec. Did you bring it here with you?
Yeah, I got it here. Yeah.
Do you want to get it out?
Hey,
need
just
to see
quickly,
what
the
this nugget looks
McNugget
like.
buddies have been. They were out a while back though. Yeah, they've just attached
I don't
Kerwin
think
Frost
they
to
have
it.
I don't think in Australia. No, is this the first time they've been in Australia?
No, they've been in Australia.
The actual, just the
The
nugget.
McNuggets
which
buddies
looks
have
like
been in
an egg.
Australia like 1998 or something. I saw.
Okay, I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, we got the golden nugget. See, golden nugget.
Oh, that's mad.
Someone told me to put it on a chain, like wear it.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Can I see it? I haven't seen it.
There it is.
Yeah, that is cool.
Like I was saying to you before, they should have done a competition where if you
Now I
find
feel
it,
like nuggets.
like you get unlimited nuggets for a year, or you get
That would be
like
cool.
unlimited cheeseburgers for 12 months. Like that would have been a great sort of competition.
I feel like McDonald's haven't done something like that in a while either. Like, you know,
I think
they do Monopoly every year. You know, you
I
do
think the last time they did that was the Big Mac song, 2 all beef patties, and you say that in 30 seconds or something, you get a free Big Mac.
was it? I don't remember that.
Back in like 1999 or something
Yeah,
like that.
that was
Yeah.
a triple cheeseburger.
cheeseburger.
Triple
I know
cheeseburger.
that off by heart.
Yeah.
You're not off by
I
heart.
do.
Yeah, you want to give us the
It's
rendition?
on. It's on my Instagram. I did it. No, my TikTok.
Come on.
No, I'm not doing it.
Do you think with the amount of Australian talent we have, and again, nothing against Kerwin Frost here,
Yeah.
do you think we could have highlighted an Australian talent here similar to how America got Travis Scott? Do you think this was an opportunity for them to highlight some Australian
Well,
talent?
that's the thing. Like, they had like Kid Leroy, who's Australian,
Yeah.
but they never gave him like a full. He was just on the advertisement. Like,
Yeah,
he didn't have
agreed.
a proper meal. He had a meal in the US, and he's Australian. Like, how does that make sense? You know, like we got the meal here, but like they didn't. Yeah, I just feel like they could definitely highlight some Australian people here and
Have
doing
they
the
done
meals.
a Bluey Happy Meal? They should have done Bluey.
Yeah, true.
Blue would be good.
Who's
resonate
huge
with the kids,
overseas
yeah.
too, yeah?
I feel like this opens the gate for this kind of stuff because we haven't really had anything like this before properly. I
yeah.
feel like we're always a bit behind here and they test the waters here. So is this going to open up more potential collabs?
Potential, yeah, there is potential there for it. I mean, depending
where
on
do we
how
go
well
from
this
here?
does, yeah. Like,
Look,
but
socially, I feel
yeah.
like it's gone well. Like I said, like I've had like you know,
we
just-
tried to order some before. They sold out.
Yeah.
So
that explains
people are loving it.
Like, people are obviously loving it.
But
And
who
people
would
full
you say,
posting-
because you know him, who's similar to Kerwin Frost in Australia? Because what is he? Fashion designer,
DJ, It's like
DJ,
in the music scene.
comedian, host.
For me,
Yeah.
I'd say Dom Dollar needs to be a Dom Dollar sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like
Dom
he's
Dollar,
hot
king
right
of
now.
people.
He's killing it. People love him from his community. Like someone like that.
Yeah.
They need a big Australian name to just like.
What about a DubEatsEverything Happy Meal?
What
What about a FoodFellas Happy
A
Meal?
FoodFellas Happy Meal with a
Nah.
collectible toy?
Look, Dub Eats
Macca's, if
something
you're
with
listening.
McDonald's.
Imagine that.
That would be a lifelong dream
Yeah.
to work.
What would
with
be your dream
McDonald's, man.
collab?
Macca's would be killer.
Yeah,
I love
I've
Macca's.
always
I
said
think-
that if I had a Macca's burger or an item after me,
I
like
think McDonald's is like
That's when-
it's
yeah.
the top. You know, it's like we all grew up on having McDonald's as a kid.
And this one's obvious, but some sort of Biscoff.
Yeah, I was going to say my dream collab would be a chocolate Biscoff.
chocolate Biscoff is your dream
chocolate
collab.
Biscoff would be a dream collab.
You
for me.
kind of done it though. Like with your pie at Woolies.
the Biscoff pie.
I don't know. Dream collab. Am I hinting or am I just talking?
Truth bomb.
Leave that
Controversial.
viewers' discretion.
Okay.
Watch this space.
So yours is Macca's.
Macca's.
We're all. Nick's the ally. He just wants
Biscoff.
He wants a Biscoff
Yeah,
chocolate.
because I feel like if Hungry Jack's were to reach out or KFC, it wouldn't have the same appeal as what Macca's would.
Why
feel.
didn't Macca's do the Biscoff McFlurry here though? Like, they dropped the ball, man.
Something happened there, and this is the last time. This is the last time that anyone sends me sauce. The only sauce this person had was barbecue sauce, right? They had no. People message me all the time. My sauce is strong, right? McDonald's McFlurry Biscoff's coming, brother. Your sauce was barbecue.
Now I know what you mean.
Didn't you put a post up about that?
Yeah, but I thought,
Look like
and
a
that went crazy on
fool.
TikTok.
No, but the UK full had the Biscoff McFlurry.
Yeah, but I reckon Hungry Jack's played that well.
Yeah.
They came in and
they
killed
came in
it.
and swooped it, but they
Yeah.
ruined. They dropped the ball after a while because they had no sauce.
They didn't have enough sauce to go around yet, like actual Biscoff
They were
sauce.
putting caramel sauce on the damn
Yeah.
thing.
Were they really?
I think
Yeah,
so.
that's
Yeah,
No.
one point they
Yeah.
ran out of Biscoff.
It was good the first day
Wow.
we got it. Then afterwards, I was like, "No,
Yeah.
this."
Well,
I
the
went
same.
there at 8 a.m. when they opened.
Were you
Yeah,
first? Were you
of course.
first one in drive-through?
100%.
Did they send you away because
That
it was
was
breakfast?
like they didn't even know how to put it together. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I remember-
you weren't camping out in the car in the car park, were you?
I actually I wasn't working at the time. So I actually took my son to kinder and said, I'm taking you early today.
Convenience.
Because I've got to go to Hungry
Sorry,
Jack's.
kid.
So, funny story, right? If the chick I was seeing, bless her soul, if she's watching this, right? Whatever. So that morning I stayed at her house and she's going to Europe.
What's
and
her name? No.
Nah. That morning we were staying at her house because she was flying out to Europe. We were meant to be spending time together. I remember I looked at my watch and I was like, oh, shit, it's 8. I was like, I'm going to have to
You told
cancel
me
today. I was going to have to cancel.
Gotta get that Hungry Jack's.
I've got to go for the Biscoff. And I got the message. She's like, did you actually leave to go get a Biscoff McFlurry? I was like, I said, I don't think you understand like my passion for what I do. I had a massive fight.
Yeah.
Like,
This is life.
baby girl.
You gotta do
ice
what you gotta
cream,
do.
You
You gotta
afterwards,
do what
right?
you
You
gotta
gotta
do.
understand that. So that's how excited I was for that. Like,
No, they did well with that.
Yeah.
They saw an opportunity and they took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you think happens with Biscoff here? Because people have been saying the same thing. It's just a trend, it's just a phase, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
What happened with the ice creams? They lasted a week.
Oh, they
But
were
what about the new Biscoff, the hot cross buns and the muffins? Like they've just out of nowhere as well, and people are going crazy for them as
I
well.
feel like Biscoff died off a little bit, and now it's got
did, but
another
now it's
surge
come
again.
back.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be honest. At one point, I was like, I'm sick of hearing about Biscoff.
Oh, same.
As much as
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But then you hear a new product's coming out and you're frothed.
Yeah.
Like, you're just,
Oh, because
that's
it's
just- yeah.
it's
you're going to
elite
try
spread.
it anyway.
Nutella came first. Like Nutella paved the
Yeah.
way for Biscoff. I feel.
They'll always be the OG, I
Yeah.
feel.
They're
But
the
Biscoff's,
OGs. Biscoff's. Well, Nutella had their time.
well,
They- you
Nutella. Biscoff do something well. It's getting a name out there. Nutella does no collabs. They don't release anything.
they
and
always
it's been
do
a
product.
blue
until
moon, right?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow, because they're probably seen they have to
Something big's
finally
coming,
do
yeah.
something. Biscoff puts itself out there that you have no choice but to buy it. Like, what Nutella branded product can you buy? Like muffins? Nope.
No.
Hot cross
They've got
buns?
some
Nope.
overseas. I've seen.
Bro, I
Overseas.
Have you seen
Overseas.
that?
I
Yeah,
seen-
not
I
in
seen
Australia. You're right.
Someone was in Dubai and they full had a Nutella cafe, like a Nutella cafe.
But this
they had
is the
crepes
thing,
and all
right?
this stuff,
By the
man.
time
I
everyone
think there's a Biscoff one in San
Is there?
Francisco.
Well, there you go.
Pretty
There
sure.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
by the time everyone listens to this podcast, it'll already be out. But Pizza Hut and the Nutella cookie, like that's just come out of nowhere. Like
Yeah,
it's
I can't wait to
That's pretty
try
big
it.
for Pizza Hut, man.
Yeah.
Like, usually
yeah.
Domino's are killing them in the, in
Yeah,
the
I want
game,
it.
but-
I want it just for the
Ooh,
box.
I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna
Oh.
say one of the
You are a
OG
Pizza Hut man. actually.
top desserts won't be beaten is the Hershey's cookie.
The
I've
Hershey's
never
cookie
tried
goes
it.
hard.
Hershey's cookie
I've never
pie
tried it.
beats the
Bro, I
beats
ate the whole thing,
Domino's
but the
dessert.
Domino's,
Yeah.
the Domino's brownie was pretty good, but I haven't tried the Hershey's
Trust
pie.
me, try the Hershey's cookie pie.
The Hershey's cookie pie is
Chef's kiss.
I don't think it's available now because of the one that's coming.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that's out
Yeah.
by the time you guys watch this. But,
Wow, our reviews will be out by the time. we
I
watch
feel
this.
like with Biscoff, even the way they reply to you on the page when they have their page, the collabs, you feel like you're part of their journey. Nutella, I feel like it's very obviously Nutella big company. Like I'm
commercial.
talking Nutella's transaction. Like I buy Nutella, I'm buying it. They
Yeah.
don't care about me.
Yeah.
Biscoff,
Yeah.
they reply to you, they're resharing you, they're getting with like businesses that
You feel the
you want to
love,
support.
yeah.
Like you feel
And they
like
do
you're
heaps of collabs.
yeah.
But then they've disappeared. Like, where the hell are they? The Australian Biscoff page. On
So apparently they're doing so well that there's like a 4-month wait to order Biscoff again. Don't ask me how I know.
yeah.
people,
Right.
people are eating
Tell
too
us-
much
tell
Biscoff.
us
Don't ask
later.
me how I know,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's just it's been such a surge of it. That,
And people are still saying that Biscoff is dead, but I don't believe it.
the other side of the token of what we do is you get people out there that will make the most outlandish claims because that also gains traction.
For 15
I want to
minutes
go
of
back a few years, right? I'm not going to
Clout.
name
It's all
names.
for the clout.
I'm not gonna, you might remember this.
Who?
'Cause-
What? Go.
You might remember this. Someone in Melbourne released this donut
What?
pyramid.
Oh, donut pyramid.
The
Yeah,
best
yeah.
donuts in Melbourne and the worst donuts in Melbourne.
All right.
Right? Again, your own opinion. They had like Krispy Kreme at the top and they had Bistro Morgan down at the worst donuts.
You can't. No.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yeah.
I can't.
Right? There was over
Can you tell me who it was later? I need to know now.
Yeah, can you send it to
There
us?
was hundreds
I
of
need to see
comments.
this.
There was a shit fight. There was people punching on.
Is it even still up or have they removed it? They've probably taken it down.
I don't know.
Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
Right? And it caused an absolute stir online. Like people were like punching on over it. And you get that as well. People that will make outlandish claims.
It was just one of those things to have some 15 minutes
That's like
of
me
fame,
saying
yeah.
the 7-Eleven coffee is the best coffee in Australia.
No,
Like,
yeah,
you can't.
Exactly. You can't. There's no way you could say that.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but some people say it's actually really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. Yeah.
Depending
For
what
the
you get,
price.
yeah.
Well, I think because of the price you're paying,
Yeah.
you're going to say it's,
So, okay, would you rather pay? Are you the kind of person that would pay more for a good quality product, or are you very price driven? Because the other thing I see is a lot of people that will be like, oh, like those M&Ms, $5 rip off. Like, if something's so good, are you willing to pay whatever? Not whatever,
Yeah,
but
I would.
Does it
I'll
justify
be
it for
honest,
you?
and I'm not trying to make it out like I'm Mr. Moneybags, but I will scan the product, and just tap my card
No,
and even
I'm
look
the
at the
same.
price.
Yeah, I'm the same.
If I want something, I'm getting
when
it.
it comes to good
100%.
product, price isn't a factor.
Yeah.
If I want my bag of chips, I'm going to buy them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to care whether it's $7 a bag or $6 a bag.
If they're no good, then you feel a bit ripped off
You start
afterwards.
spewing, but yeah.
Yeah, like you can't. One of the things that grinds my gears is going to a sandwich place and saying, "Oh, I can get same thing at Macca's." You know, you're going to Macca's for a cheap meal, right?
Yeah.
You know that's
and
experience
the
you're getting,
convenience
right?
as well.
You're paying for that sandwich $20 or $16, so you're also paying for that staff member and that quality and that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And it's just for me, like if the quality is there, I'll pay extra. I get that, but you
Well,
can't
be like people like 7-Eleven have deli sandwiches now.
Yeah.
Like you're going to compare that to a sandwich.
Absolutely. How do you compare? Because you've been to New York. Yeah. Have you guys been to New York?
Yeah, 5 times, mate.
How do you compare sandwich shops over there? Like, because I've been to Cats, and that Cats was like,
Cats was
my body was here,
Yeah.
my soul left over here. Like, I was out of body experience. How do you think we compare to an overseas market for deli sandwiches?
Oh, we're always delayed down in Australia, but I think lately I've been seeing it really taking off.
But even quality wise
I
and
just
stuff like that.
I find there's a lot of people here that make these sandwiches inspired by New York, and they've never been themselves. You know, they haven't experienced the real thing.
There's so many people doing
and so they've seen a recipe online and they've tried to recreate it. That's fine, but when you haven't gone there and, like I said, had that out of body experience that Cats is, it's something else. Like, and to experience that, it really is like a life changing experience. You know, like I honestly I haven't had a sandwich here that's changed my life. Like,
really?
yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, because I saw you reviewed it, that's why I went. For me, Jimmy's Deli was very close to, I'm not going to say wasn't.
We both did the challenge. I think it
Cats?
was like, I can't remember how big it
500
was, 500 grams worth of pastrami.
Right. I had that New York feel about that sandwich. I really liked Jimmy's.
So I've never tried the Cats one, but would you say that was pretty similar to that?
The closest I've had.
Yeah.
I feel like Cats is also an experience. Like it's the vibe, the energy of New York.
And plus, they're making
Can't explain it.
They're making pastrami. Like,
I never tried pastrami
Like no
in my
one's
life
business,
until I
man.
went to New York.
Yeah.
See, this is also something
We
that
didn't have pastrami before. Like
It doesn't look
5 years
appealing to
ago,
me because
who
it's
would
so
have had
red.
pastrami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
doesn't.
also something that I like factor into the price that I'm paying. I want to go somewhere and I want to have an experience. I don't want to be put into a restaurant or put into a sandwich place and be rushed in, rushed out. Like,
Yeah.
I want an experience. And I can't really think of anywhere that's
That's got like a diner feel, doesn't it?
Milky Lane. Milky Lane is a perfect example, right? It's very simple, like dessert, burgers, they do them well. But the experience of going there and like sitting in this like disco, like nightclub,
That's cool.
restaurant,
That's
like
what they're known for. They
You know,
got that
it's a
vibe.
cool
Yeah.
experience. Like I feel like I'm
Yeah.
there and I'm being treated well. Cats as well. Like you line up, you see them cutting the meat in the front.
Yeah.
It's a cold New York day. Like it just sets the scene for like how I pictured it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that I factor into a price as well. Like when I'm going.
I feel like in Melbourne, probably even Australia, there's nowhere really that you walk in and they have that feel. Like you walk in, it's just another sandwich place.
Yeah.
Like there's no feeling when I walk into
for
a
me,
place.
Piccolo Panini Bar was top.
Yeah.
Like, but that's different. That's a panini. That's
I would say that's the best sandwich in Melbourne.
100%. Right now, that's probably the best, hands down. Like,
And
I
that's
think
a
we've
vibe
all
down there
tried
too.
it, and that is a vibe.
And the boys in there are just, it's a vibe.
Like, I had to
yeah.
wait 45 minutes for my sandwich, and I did not care. Like, it was worth it.
Yeah.
It's a feel good factor because you got two blokes there, like two genuine blokes that are not up and rise.
Yeah.
And it's a feel good factor.
But
Like
you can
supporting
see the care as well.
Yeah.
Like they care. Like
100%.
When they were making my sandwich, like I'll tell you, I did a neck trial. I was there early. I was there at like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
eating prosciutto 9 a.m. But that's that's the Italian in me.
Yeah, why not? It's like
But you can just, as I'm making the sandwich or the panini, you could see the love. You know what I mean?
But there's so many people at the moment that think they know what a good sandwich is, and
Look, I'm not a sandwich expert.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you guys, but long as it tastes good.
You know what the biggest downfall I think is? Once you start thinking my opinion is above everyone else, and it's only my opinion, you're gonna fall.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall on your own sword, because it's like I was saying before. Like, I love a sandwich that's majority pickles and a little bit of bread. You're
Some
gonna look at
people
that and be
really?
like,
yeah.
mate, sandwiches, I pay $7 extra in pickles. Once you start getting this like demeanor and feel about you that my opinion only matters,
Yeah.
it's your downfall. And again, going back to what we were saying
Especially
before.
when you don't have the following as well too.
Absolutely. And people, they see a couple $100 waved in front of them, all of a sudden they've gone from I don't do paid
Yeah.
collabs
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I'll take
every
the money.
second things,
Or
They get offered a
and that's
free
the thing,
sandwich. Like the amount of times people have reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'll give you a free sandwich for a review." I turn it down and I say, "No, I'm going to come and pay for it."
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, it has to be a genuine review.
that's right.
And the ones that are
And-
like, 5-star review,
Yeah.
like, bro, no.
No.
and we're not saying that all paid collabs are like where they
No.
They gotta
they're not
make
all
sense for you,
scripted.
though.
100%.
And you got to, like, for me, like, I'll tell you now, like, this could go back to a lot of people go to me, how do you find the places you find that to review? Like, some of the places I do, like, people haven't heard of yet. And I'll tell you, like, I scout the place out. Like, I'll look at tagged photos, photos on Google. I'll look at reviews and I'll see,
See,
like,
you do that so well because if I want to find a new place that I want to go to, whether it's a burger or a sandwich, I'll look at your profile.
Yeah.
Because you'll always have stuff out there
I-
that no
honestly,
one's
bro,
ever
I
heard
did it a
of.
few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
put the
where should I go
research
eat?
in.
Like I went to Bodega in
Yeah,
Berwick the other day
yeah.
and I saw that on, I think you were following him on Instagram or something. And that's why I ended up there.
I haven't
Is
been
that
there.
good?
I gotta- I
no,
gotta
but
pay them a visit
you're
very
following,
soon.
yeah. It was good. It was a good sandwich.
But
See,
like,
I'm a creature of habit, man. Like, I'm not about to waste calories. Like,
Yeah.
what if it's shit?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's why I put the research in, man, because I don't want to like go, like, you know how the traffic is in Melbourne now, man. Like, you don't want to go somewhere and then it be a letdown. And it's like, well,
100%.
what was the point of this? Like,
There's been
for
plenty
us
of
that
those.
love food, like, that's why I put the research in, man. Have a look and make sure, like, I think this is actually going to be good. And then we go there and it actually is good. Look, sometimes I'm wrong,
You see, I don't have time to do that, but
creature of habit, man. College dropout, cookie culture.
your usual
all
weekend.
All the same, all the
And then
same
rinse,
stuff.
repeat. Like,
Yeah.
it's good.
College Dropout do have some pretty good
you
burgers.
cannot
though.
go wrong
You
with
can't-
college
you can't
dropout.
compete.
Come on.
Would you say?
can't
In terms of experience, I'd say, in terms of atmosphere and experience, when you eat at college dropout, it's like you're eating in a family. Like,
100%.
the staff
You
there,
feel
are
very
lovely.
welcome there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think we're going to try and
And
get
they-
Mark on one of these episodes once to talk
Oh,
with
for
us.
sure.
But he's got
very
a-
controversial.
Yeah.
regardless of who you are, though, he makes you feel welcome. Like
100%.
anyone,
And that's what you
anyone
want
that
in your
goes there.
business.
It's just, like I said, it's a very like family sort of, like it's just the love you get when you walk in and everyone's really nice.
And I love the feel of Ivanhoe, but I think I love the feel of Brunswick more.
West, yeah.
And I was there on Sunday, so
Yeah.
maybe because it's a little bit bigger, tad, and there's
a bit
more
space
seating.
to see, yeah.
Let's say the St. Pablo. Is it still called St. Pablo or am I? No.
Yeah.
Is it the Saint?
Yes, that's
Same.
right.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything in that burger works to level something else up
Yeah.
in that burger. Like, it works beautifully. It's not one of those ones where, like,
They've just thrown
everything
in there
to make it look good for Instagram. I'll go there and pay, and I'm paying for the atmosphere,
100%.
the food, and the value that he brings. Like,
But in saying that, his prices are probably the
Yeah.
best in Melbourne.
yeah,
I would say.
100%. We were saying before, we took a table for 4 hours. If you took a table and also 4 hours, they kick you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sat at 4 hours, and you just want to order more because
Yeah.
it's just it's got that feeling.
I
there
think
of
that
like,
day I had 3 burgers, 2
Yeah,
fries, and
literally.
4 cans
Yeah.
of drink. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to leave.
yeah.
Like,
There's nothing on that menu that's ever tasted.
no.
Yeah,
And even the loaded fries as well. Like, he just does it so well.
They used to have my favorite brownies there too, the chocolate ones, but then
Nah, I
I
haven't tried those before. I hate that guy. He's hating.
Is he still around, that guy? I don't know.
He puts one brownie in the Woolworths shelves and calls it a day.
Speaking of, we got something coming
give us
soon,
an update,
or-
yeah,
actually.
give us a chocolate update. What's going on? What can you tell us?
Look, honestly, like, I think I was going to use this as for me, going the way it has been real overwhelming. It's been super overwhelming. And like, I've been speaking to the boys behind the scenes, like right now there's about a million things going on and like, it's just overwhelming me so much that I can't focus on one thing. But there's something cool coming out in Woolies soon. There's a cool product coming out towards the end of the year.
Is there going to be more than one on the shelf?
There's a cool product. There's a cool product coming to Woolies. There's a cool product coming out at the end of the year. And then from there, it's going to start making your life easier about how you can access chocolate.
That's
right.
More chocolate is good chocolate.
And, you know, I'm always grateful for like Woolies and how it went and stuff like amazing.
Yeah.
But also like people don't realize not the burden, but the pressure.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm in my second year of business, right? I've had to like put my big boy pants on, get a hard shell because, you know, the thing is, right? As much as people love you, there are people out there that look at you and hate your guts.
Yeah.
Hate your guts just because of who you are. Like I've had people literally go on TikTok and review my blondies and call them shit garbage just because they've hated me, not because they're bad.
Cheerleaders.
Well, they've had
Right?
a vendetta, you know, like
Right.
for
And it comes with the turf, but it's been a lot of a mental game for me. But there is something cool coming out though.
But it just shows that you
Tell
don't
me
let
after.
that get to you, you know, like
Just give us the scoop later on.
Yeah, but you know, like in saying that as well, the support from you guys has been amazing. Like I've got 3 people that I can turn to and you know
Oh, yeah,
talk and stuff
always.
like that. And
Yeah.
you know, the one thing that like I really love about these blokes is that shit you not one of them has asked, can you drop me a free brownie? They've all actually gone out and bought it, paid full price, and then done a review. Like that to me is a true mate.
But
Yeah.
And that's in any industry. Like
you got to support your friends.
100%.
That's the thing.
absolutely, like
100%.
you know, like that's
Like,
that to
how
me.
many
is-
times did you try to drop off a brownie to my house?
Yeah, bro.
And
yeah.
and then what happened? I went to the store and bought it.
Yeah,
Like,
and that to me is like
100%.
He was going to send me Woolworths
Yeah.
vouchers. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm good.
No.
I got this,
No.
yeah? Relax.
You can't
I
do
met this
that.
guy in a car park. That's why.
We have a few times actually
Yeah.
doing exchange.
You got to support your friends, man. Like
100%.
You know, people
And-
getting like upset when people are winning. It's not a good look, man.
No,
you
it's
know,
not.
like
Why can't everyone
win?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tall poppy syndrome in Australia though is
It's a
big
massive
thing. It's a
thing,
big
man.
thing in Australia.
It's a massive.
Yeah.
It's like, man, people get so jealous of people. Like, why? Like, you know, like I'll tell you when I went to the US, like everyone was so like, there was a pastrami place down the road from another pastrami place. They don't care. Like in Philadelphia, you got a Philly cheesesteak here and one on the other corner, like right there.
They're not
They
competition
don't
to
care.
each other.
They
Yeah.
just live life and they both exist and they can coexist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Absolutely.
there's no hate there.
Yeah,
you know?
and like going back to the whole Instagram thing about like people don't talk to people because of followings. One person for me is like a true inspiration. I know he's massive, but like Keith Lee, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch Keith Lee?
No.
yeah.
Do you
I
watch
watch
Keith
that.
Lee?
Love
Like
Keith Lee, yeah.
the guy is so genuine. Like it's just you watch it and you want to go out and do. So like he inspires you to be such a good person.
But he also gives back so much.
yeah, he
doesn't
gives back so
Yeah.
much, and it's just like it's so pure.
He's helping family
restaurants,
businesses, man,
Right,
yeah.
and then here, like for me personally, when it comes to restaurants that I've been out to, if a restaurant isn't good, I don't ever go on and blast them the first time. I'll tell them, hey, look, this and this needs to be fixed. I'll come back and try it again.
Yeah,
I
man.
go back and try it again, and it's crap. I'm gonna say it's crap. I've given you a chance.
Yeah.
I'd never go
100%.
out and purposely tarnish someone's
You're not
brand
going to trash someone straight away just
to
for
lift
nothing.
up another brand that I'm
100%.
getting paid by.
But
Something
there's
like
so
that.
much of it out there at the moment.
Oh, everyone just wants
But
that
you're not going to
little-
go on your socials and bag this small business
Some
out
people do,
either, are
man.
you? No, us four here.
No. Oh,
Never.
no.
No.
No way, because
You just wouldn't post about it. That's it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
But like
so
Nick said, you
It's
give
just
them a
not
chance.
worth it.
You give them their feedback because at the end of the day, we're all human. You know, you give them the feedback. Say, I actually didn't enjoy this, and
And
they
these
might if they
people-
don't, if they care and they ask why, then yeah,
They're probably trying to better their business as well too, and they could
100%,
do with the
man,
feedback.
yeah. But these people that just like maliciously go after them, they're not going to ask. The owner's not going to ask, "Oh, what's your actual feedback?" Because they've already come at them negatively.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
So
Yeah.
why would they want? You know, like if you give them constructive feedback, then it's like, oh, actually, yeah, this I actually probably should do this.
Because like a lot of restaurants and food places, I've got a really good relationship with. Like obviously Mark, back in the day DJ with Ball and Canteen. Like
Who are
he was
opening again soon?
one of the
That's another big thing coming up.
Like one of the best things about DJ was like honest opinion. Tell him what you
Yeah,
think,
man.
and like you told him it was good, you told him it was shit. Like he took it and he took it like
Yeah.
you never go on Instagram and bag him out the first time. Like that's not me anyway. Again, you might want to do negative reviews. Different Cadbury, different Nestle. They're a $1 million
They're huge,
company.
yeah,
Whether I
that's
say
right.
something's bad or not, they're still going to sell it.
Yeah, that's right.
You're talking about someone here that's probably
It's their bread and butter,
Yeah.
basically. You know what I mean? But what I like about you, Nick, is you've got a brownie business, but you will still review all these other brownies and desserts where most people wouldn't do that.
yeah. Going back to what we were saying before about like the whole chucking off the balcony and why I don't do that anymore. I think starting a business and seeing the sacrifices you have to make and like,
Yeah.
you know, especially during COVID and stuff like that, like if you're quiet, man, like you can get eaten up and it's stressful. It's kind of, I'm not going to say it's made me like not weaker, but it's kind of changed my view on like everyone's giving it a go. Everyone's giving it a go, right? Everyone's trying their best. Feedback is different to being negative online. Constructive feedback now is more my thing instead of just going on and like spitting out a sandwich. All right, Daniel's donuts. Back in the day, I thought that was shit. Like I used to spit them out. Now it's like, you know what? All right, their donuts are shit, right? But they're still trying to make a living. Like they're still
back in the day, they were good.
No, they were.
Yeah,
they
like,
were good.
originally they were good.
Originally,
yes.
Back when you just go to Springvale and you'd eat it, and the float,
Before
like,
And they were open to like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
man. It was
Before
like
they were franchised and ended up everywhere.
yeah.
And
Now, like, they're still crap.
They're all
right?
attached to
but they
petrol
still
stations
make
now
sales,
for a
man.
lot
Like
of them.
people still enjoy them.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Like, it's just
I've never tried
knowing
Daniels
what goes
either.
on behind
I've
the-
not tried.
knowing what goes
should
on
go there
behind
one
the
night.
scenes of a business now is maybe a bit more lenient.
You've got more empathy for people.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, 'cause
and that comes with age.
You know the
as
journey
well.
of what it takes to get to these places of
Absolutely.
providing a good product
blood,
to people.
sweat, and tears.
And you know,
yeah, for
on top
sure.
of that, like I was kind of lucky. I had a following behind me, so it wasn't hard. You got to think about people that have started like sandwich businesses from zero, not even knowing who anyone is, like no social media backing. Like,
Yeah.
that's hard, man.
It's
That's
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
and that's
it
why I
takes
love
one
to
bad
share
review.
a lot of people's
It
pages.
takes one bad, it takes one bad
That's
review,
right.
but
You know,
that's why, like, you know, when the genuine care is there, like, you actually want to enjoy
Yeah.
the sandwich. You like, you want to eat it and enjoy it. You know?
at the same time, that comes back to me. Like everyone always says to me, you never post anything bad on your TikTok page.
Oh no,
We
you
all
love
get it,
everything.
Yeah, I know, but we all get it. But at the same time, I don't want to post anything that's going to put anyone and their business in a bad position as well.
Yeah.
And I'll only post the food that I think that my followers will enjoy and what I think that people will want to see.
But at the end of the day, we love food, and that's why you
100%.
don't want to post bad food.
Correct.
Because you want people to enjoy good food, and that's what we want to do. We
Correct.
just want people to enjoy good food.
Correct.
Someone yesterday commented on one of my videos, and they're like, "This bloke loves everything," and I go, "I think you've got me mistaken for someone." Because they
talking about
confuse
me.
us. I don't know what it is.
Someone thought that you and me were the same person. I think
Yeah.
or something. You said a comment.
you know,
yeah.
if you guys would love her on the podcast, one person for me, like probably my main female role model since I met her was Brookie at Brookie Bakehouse. Like I'm definitely going to try and get her on the
Oh,
podcast.
she's awesome.
Her content's
what she's
amazing,
done,
man. And
what she's done, like huge shout out if you don't know, look her up, Brookie Bakehouse. What she's done and what she's built is beyond amazing. Like through her TikTok and
Her story.
meeting her in person, like such a genuine soul. Like it hasn't even got to her head. Like she's so lovely in person, and people like that deserve so much success. Like she's done so well for herself. You
I
know,
love watching her videos as she wakes up really early,
Yeah.
decorates all her
Shows the story.
cakes. Yeah, no, it's
I
cool.
need to get there too.
Yeah, she's lovely and like done
Maybe
so
we should
well.
do a trip.
Let's go.
FoodFellas trip.
Yeah,
Food
let's
fellas.
do it.
Yeah.
FoodFellas
do
on
it.
tour.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
But yeah, I think people like that is what we want to aim for. We want to aim for like people. Even if you guys like, let us know who inspires you. Like, what inspires you in the food world? What do you want to know about? Because there's so many different aspects to it. There's the food review angle. There's the food creator angle. You know,
Food fitness, like
food,
Adam.
food fitness and stuff like that. You know, like so many different people and
So
so
many
much
different ways to
Yeah.
look at food as
Yeah.
well. So there's people in every avenue, you know, like even you used to count calories. I mean, you still sort of do post the calorie stuff, but some
Yeah, I
people
like to
really
show,
enjoy
like,
that stuff.
the nutrition and like some people have
people wanna see
allergies
it.
and get really excited that
Yeah.
it's gluten free. They're like, oh,
Like,
thank
bro,
you so much for posting
I'm
that.
allergic to
What about
pistachio.
the 7-Eleven Reese's shake that had no peanuts in it? Like,
Are we sure about
Wait, it had
that?
no peanuts.
yeah, I got an email.
What?
7-Eleven saying that there was a mistake and there's no traces of peanuts in there.
How do they make a
So-
peanut butter shake then?
I got a scandal
No
for you
idea.
actually. Not a scandal, but like one of my
Breaking
friends.
news.
One of my friends tried the cookie dough M&Ms, had like an anaphylactic reaction.
Yeah.
Do you know that they've sneakily put peanuts in all M&Ms
Yep.
now and didn't tell anyone?
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know how they've
Peanuts
gotten away
is
with
like
that.
the highest
yeah.
allergy. Like
You'd think like new recipe, you'd put peanuts.
That's not good.
But the,
Yeah.
the packaging does say on there now peanuts.
Now it does. 2 weeks ago or
Only-
3 weeks
only
ago.
recently.
like in the
okay.
ingredients
In the
list,
ingredients.
or
Even in the
Wow.
plain
Yeah,
ones,
but in the
it never used to.
ingredients. Who's going to look at the back of the ingredients?
No one.
We've been
Well-
eating something for so long.
Bro, I'm
Even the
allergic to
plain ones?
pistachio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the minis.
joking.
Minis have peanuts in it now.
That's crazy. Being allergic, you know, like, to eat something like sometimes you're always scared, like things that you think might have nuts in it. You're like,
Oh, yeah,
man,
because you're
I don't
allergic
know.
to nuts, aren't you?
Pistachio.
I feel like pistachio is really, as a whole, is like taken off lately. I've been
can't
seeing
jump on
different
it.
brands come out.
Yeah, it's been interesting seeing the pistachio rise.
What else is taken off? What do you think the next big thing's going to be? I feel like sandwiches are the biggest
Nah, we're at the peak of that trend.
Do you reckon?
Man.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like that there's a new sandwich place.
We're at the panini part.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a new panini bar opening up every second week, every third week.
Second week,
The
man.
issue is here, you've got people that were carpenters now sandwich makers.
Yeah, bro. Everyone that sees it, everyone that sniffs $1, they're like, oh
hang
man, I can make these.
And that's how you wreck a trend.
It's not a sandwich though; it's a panini. There's a difference, and that's what people are trying to.
That's how
trying
you
to-
wreck.
yeah.
Even that's
Bro,
how you wreck
I'll tell you
sandwiches
now.
in general.
A year ago, I said to myself, no one's doing these focaccia style paninis here, man. Like Antico in Florence, they started. No one was doing
Have you
those,
been to
man.
Florence?
No, I haven't been, but I'm just
Sick.
saying, like, I've watched the videos and they look amazing. Obviously, there's lines for days for those, but like, no one was doing those, and all of a sudden, now everyone's got a focaccia. You know, like.
But do you feel like this is an obvious question, but like when we compare ourselves to America, we're years behind of what they've been doing for so many years.
Trends, we're definitely
100%,
behind.
you reckon?
100%. Look at Crumble cookies. I don't know if you've seen them. CRUMBL.
Snackalator puts them up every week.
Crumble.
Yeah.
Some of the flavors that they're doing over there, outrageous, right? But the issue is down here, and I'm not having a go at anyone.
No.
Before anyone bites my head off.
Comes for me.
Right. In Australia, we've got people that are very like health pedantic. Like, I feel like we watch what we eat here a bit more like stricter.
Yeah.
And people don't want those over the top flavors down here. Not having a go at anyone.
No,
My
that's right.
interpretation.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
more health conscious down here. Like, acai is a new trend right now.
I love a good
Acai
acai bowl.
Really?
everywhere. Everywhere's doing acai.
Acai is big in
Everyone's
Sydney,
doing-
but
everyone's
like-
I
doing
feel like
acai.
it's
It's
been
only just
massive
come
in
here.
Queensland for
Nah,
years, though.
Sydney.
Queensland, Sydney's massive.
Melbourne,
It's
though,
only
has got a lot of
just-
acai pop-ups down here. They're popping up now. So it's going up.
Ange's been having some.
That'll be the next big thing here. I
Ange
reckon.
knows.
Acai.
Acai.
I've never had one, bro.
Been and gone.
We're on the
Never
health.
in Melbourne.
We're on a health kick
Yeah,
here.
not in Melbourne.
Not in
We're on a
you're
health
right.
kick here.
Yeah.
That's
Stuff
why
like-
Yochi does so well, man.
Yeah.
Yochi is cool, though.
There's some really big acai brands in Sydney that are going to make their way here eventually, which will take
Okay, that's good.
the market to storm.
Guess we'll see.
Because there's one in Bay Street in Port
I
Melbourne.
feel like
Yeah, there's a few
Yochi's,
that
Yeah,
are
so
popping up.
That's
Yochi's
Acai
so
Bros,
established. Yochi's so established that you're not going to ever. And like the good thing about Yochi is it encourages people to make their creations and then post it.
It's fun, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's free marketing essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's good.
Tag I love Yochi, put it
Yeah.
up, and you're getting free marketing.
Yeah, man.
But
Because the health conscious will get like a plain yogurt, and then you'll get
yeah.
others that just want
You
to put
get
it on
Nick that goes there and
Instagram.
fills the whole thing up with.
Yeah,
With a
mine
million
gets like
Oreos and
25
brownies,
bucks. Mine's
yeah.
got 3 strawberries in it, and the rest is just see you later. But yeah, like crumble cookie, crazy flavors, amazing over the top flavors. We miss out on like so many flavors. Like not miss out, but s'mores isn't big over here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
Yeah, you're
now.
right,
Like
s'mores isn't.
Girl Scouts, those brands of cookies and stuff
Yeah,
like
You
that.
want the mint ones,
we
don't
all
you?
miss. Yeah, definitely. We all miss out on stuff like that.
Yeah, I
But at
agree.
the end of the day, like these brands won't bring that stuff here because
No.
the people don't want it or don't know about it. You know, like it's people always want the same thing, like you're talking about before, Biscoff, Nutella,
Yeah.
all that standard stuff we have here.
Red Velvet.
Yeah, but we say that. All right, perfect example. Look at Five Guys. People bark and scream on the all the loud mouths, right? It's overpriced, expensive, it's crap. Mate, every time I go there, it's full.
Yeah,
people
you're
are
right.
paying
Still buy it.
people are paying
People are
$50
paying,
for chips
But
and things.
it's a good burger and it's a good meal.
It's actually really good. But
for what
even
you're
when
paying,
they've
you're
had
getting
pop-ups of
value.
In and Out, they've gone
Yeah, they've
crazy.
gone
off. Yeah, of course.
Just bring it here already.
But but the problem with Five Guys is that people will say it's expensive again, just for that whole 5 minutes of fame stuff.
Yeah.
But it's actually a good feed, and for
It's
a
a good
fast
feed.
food burger, you're not waiting more than 10 minutes for that burger.
That's
you know,
it.
like
and probably
and you're
one of
getting
the best chips.
And the best seasoned chips probably in the fast food world.
I was waiting-
100%
waiting for him
best,
to say
best
it.
fries.
Yeah.
Best seasoned chips.
Did you see how much we got? The bag was overflowing last week when we went.
You know, someone just, I think Five Guys broke the ice in terms of everyone was like a bit,
Skeptical.
do we come here? In and Out did pop-ups. We got Wendy's next year.
Yeah.
We got Wahlburger in Sydney.
Man,
Wahlburgers
hopefully,
is good.
hopefully
All right,
Wendy's shows
Wahlburgers.
up because
No, they definitely are. Wendy's definitely showing
Wendy's
up.
will. Oh, we're getting, what's the other one?
But I just Chuck
The
E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh,
Chuck E.
really?
Cheese.
Wow.
We're getting Chuck E.
Yeah.
Cheese.
That's not going to
yeah,
last.
we're
I don't
getting
know.
Chuck-
I don't
that
see
one,
it
no.
happening here.
That's dying in the US.
But then again,
man.
we like parents love play centers.
Was that you telling me that we're getting Wing Fix?
No, mate,
Wingstop?
Wingstop.
Wingstop.
Wingstop. And
Wingstop.
there was
We
rumors
won't
that
say
Wingstop
any-
is coming.
We won't say
Right.
any names, but
Isn't that owned by Rick
apparently,
Ross?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it's got
Yeah,
part ownership.
Rick Ross
in it.
is
yeah.
Wingstop.
Yeah, apparently Wingstop, and there's one more, Raising Cane's. Apparently.
I don't know
There's a
about
lot
that
of
one.
dupes down here of
everyone's
the
on that
dupe in
dupe
Sydney
trend at
of raising
Flappies.
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 Yeah.
Flappies.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I
trying
was
to
actually
dupe
shattered.
it.
I was going to go there when I was in Sydney, but missed out.
Flappies
but-
is good, man.
Yeah.
They're actually really good. But
Are they?
I just hate that people say, "Oh, Raising Cane's dupe." Like,
Anything could be a dupe. You just grab fried
Are we
chicken
gonna go in here?
and you chuck
Are we
it.
going-
No,
Are we going to the dupe wars?
I think-
The dupe
I think we're
wars,
getting-
which took 5 years off my life. Or
we're talking about the things that look like cakes a little bit. Is that what we're
those
talking about?
things. Are we talking
I'm not
about-
going there with that.
We're
Wait,
talking
wait.
about the dupes.
who's saying it?
I'm
God!
not saying that.
Nah, man.
no,
We're
so-
in dupe culture, though. We are in
We
dupe
are in
culture.
dupe. No, but
Dupe
they're
is-
easily duped. Like you get a piece of
Bro,
fried
it's like
chicken
you can go to KFC
and you
and
put
say, "I'm doing
a
a
whole
dupe."
cup of sauce and you dip it in there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just look.
If you guys had to pick one place from around the world, it doesn't have to. It can be from Greece, Ange, if you want.
Yeah.
Right. To bring a like fast food chain to Australia, which one would it
Just
be?
don't say goodies.
No,
It's
that
been and
that
gone.
tanked. That tanked.
Yeah, goodies. Yeah, tanked.
yeah.
That's right.
I was excited, but it's not that good. So thank God it did close.
I personally would say Raising
Yeah,
Cane's
me
because
too.
it actually is amazing.
So
and it
you've
lives up to
tried
the
it?
hype.
All
Yeah.
right.
I haven't tried it, but from what I've seen online, it's like
And you know what? It's like it's a big portion
Yeah.
too. Like maybe coming to Australia, they want
No, I
this
want
big
Chick-fil-A.
portion. Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes, man. Popeyes.
Popeyes was good,
It hits me, and
but
it's
it's
just,
very similar to KFC.
Popeyes
Yeah.
But I love their
Popeyes-
I agree.
biscuits.
does something
Although
to
you
me
choke on
inside.
them.
Like
I choose
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A over Popeyes.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like Chick-fil-A.
But
yeah.
you know what, Chick-fil-A, it's when I'm feeling simple because it's just the chicken.
It's very
You
simple.
put whatever sauce you want on it,
Yeah.
you get some waffle fries, and that's it.
You know what?
Or
It's-
In-N-Out, come on.
It's funny the irony. I went to America and I reckon I could diet there so much easier than down here. The amount of low calorie snacks, drinks,
Yeah.
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
even good food options at Chick-fil-A. People think over there like, oh, he's gonna get fat. I would be shredded there.
Yeah.
No, and they've got nutrition info on
Yeah,
everything. You don't have to
everything.
literally
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that
it's
was
good.
one interesting thing. Like,
Yeah.
when I went over there,
It's because that market's so big over there. Like the
Yeah.
whole nutrition industry and
And
like,
they show the calories on the front of
man,
the
it's
actual
in
chocolates.
It's
yeah.
in big letters, man. Like
No,
bold.
that's good.
Not Like
Yeah.
here we just got that 5-star. I don't even think it's real rating thing. You know,
Oh, the health.
the health.
health
rating.
star.
health
Some
rating.
people don't even put nutrition info on their box at all.
I don't know how,
the ingredients.
I don't know how they get
That's
away with
fishy,
that these
man.
days.
But we'll leave that. For another
With
time.
that, we're gonna wrap it up.
we
do
can,
it.
It's been a
guys.
good
Let's be
session,
honest.
man.
We can sit here
talk
all
for another
day.
3 hours.
Yeah.
but
We're
we-
And
just
talk
getting
shit.
started.
we got to get some episodes for this.
Yeah.
We're just getting started.
honestly, let us know. So the takeaway for you guys, homework is let us know what you want to see, who you want to
Homework.
talk to.
He's giving people homework.
Homework, man.
Like, let us know what you want from us because this is going to be a platform for you guys. If you guys want us to interview like some business owners that you think are amazing,
Your
hit it.
favorite
Let us
people,
know.
whoever you want us
Yeah.
to interview,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments.
If you wanna
and we'll be
come
sure.
Yeah, if you want to come on,
That's
Yeah,
it, man.
that
You
would be
wanna-
cool.
You wanna
let us
Skype
know.
in?
Yeah.
We are down. We're just 4 food people enjoying food, and we want to talk about it, show the world. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the FoodFellas Podcast.
See ya.
take care.
See ya.
See ya.